and welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited for today's pick a card. Today we're going to see who will be offering you a long-term relationship. We'll get into their thoughts, their feelings, their motives, their next moves, their intentions, all of that. But we're going to see your next long-term relationship. Who's going to be offering that to you? My Etsy shop, it is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading or manifestation candles, custom spell work, all of that is there. Other than that, you can go ahead and pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile as well for all of my readings. For group 1, we have the Que Sera crystal. And we'll be using the 78 Stories Tarot. Group 2, we have the Rhodonite crystal. And we'll be using the Santa Muerte Tarot. For group 3, we have the Sodalite crystal. And we will be using the Pythia Tarot for group 3. And for group 4, we have the Green Zebra Stone. And we will be using the Mermaid Tarot for group 4. So go ahead, pause the video if you need, and we're just going to jump right into it. All right, if you chose group 1 with the Que Sera crystal and the 78 Stories Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see who will offer you long-term commitments. Okay, who is going to be offering you a long-term relationship? We got the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Definitely a great sign, some soulmate energy. So perhaps the connection coming in for you, group 1, is divinely guided, something that's meant to be, something Spirit has had planned for you all along. Let's see, Spirit, for group 1 with the Que Sera crystal. Please show us who is offering long-term commitment to group 1. Speaking of thoughts and feelings, we got the evaluation card that came out first. So this person has sat on this decision for a long time. Oh, that's crazy because we were just talking about that Two of Cups, and look at this. The cards are speaking for you guys already. This is a very powerful pile. You may have a soulmate connection with the person we're going to tap into today, because we have the Two of Cups and soulmate denial here. Now, we do have deep in love, so let it cook, let it cook. But at some point in this connection, I feel like, first of all, this is someone you know, or someone who, honestly, you could be at any point in the process. Like, this could be someone who's caught your attention, you've caught their attention, vice versa, and they've just kind of denied moving forward. This could be someone who you've had. We have the Lust card that came out as well. This could be someone you had more of a lustful connection with, more of a physical connection with, and things kind of started to grow. They started to feel like, okay, I'm actually catching feelings. What's going on? Especially if they're not someone who typically does that. They could be confusion right now, like, okay, what is actually happening? How am I catching feelings for this person? I'm not the type to catch feelings. But we have evaluation and deep in love. So the more that they hang out with you, the more that they're around you, they're starting to realize that this connection, at least for them, is more than physical. So I feel like for some of you, this may have started as a friends with benefits situation where it's like you guys had an agreement that you were going to keep things casual, or you had an agreement that things weren't going to move forward romantically. You had both kind of decided at some point that this wasn't going to be anything too serious, and then the plot thickened. But at some point, this person definitely tapped into that soulmate energy. At some point, this person was feeling that this is a potential soulmate connection. And it seems like they denied that. Bottom of soulmate denial says eyes wide shut. So instead of this person having their eyes wide open, acknowledging the connection, being real about the connection and what they think and what they feel, they had their eyes wide shut. They were in denial. But the more time they spend around you, the more they resonate with you. The more they talk to you, the more they kind of fall deeper. The more they're physical with you, the more attached they're becoming in different ways. You guys may have a really good pillow talk, like deep conversations during pillow talk. I'm also seeing like late at night vibes, late at night car rides, late at night conversations, late at night thoughts, keeping you up at night. You may find yourself often thinking about this person before you go to sleep. And to be honest, that's probably them pulling on your energy. Oh, that's crazy. This keeps happening with your pile where it's like we start talking about something and then it pops up. We were just talking about, oh, Two of Cups soulmate energy, and then we have soulmate energy that came through. Just talking about, you might think about this person late at night. You may dream about this person, etc. And then the dreams card comes through. It's freaky. So you guys definitely have some sort of like spiritual connection going on. Definitely got a connection in the dream space, during sleep time. I gotta cover the faces. My camera kind of goes out of whack whenever it focuses on faces too much. So, but yeah, we have the dreams card here. So I like this energy. We have clarity. This person has been thinking about you for quite a while, and they've come to the conclusion that they want to pursue this further. They're at the point where they can't deny their feelings anymore. So they're going to be offering you a long-term relationship. I have a feeling that you guys have already talked about this. Like, I feel like relationships have already come up, and both of you may have been in agreement that that's not something that you wanted, or one party may have been in agreement. The other person is kind of like, I don't know. Your person may have been giving excuses. We do have the past pain here, so it did come up as far as like what was holding them back. It was some situation that really didn't have much to do with you. So that's why you got to remain grounded and remember there's just so many sides to a story and so many things that affect what you experience. Don't be so quick to jump to, oh, it's me, it's something that I'm not doing, or something that I'm doing too much of. Honestly, a lot of times it's something external altogether. But we have magic and union. So some of you may have done magic on this person. Listen, the magic is definitely magicking. The magic is working. It's pulling you together. But I also, when this card first came out, I was feeling more of a spiritual kind of vibe where it's like your guides, your spiritual team, your angels, your ancestors are kind of coming together and making some magic happen, bringing you guys into union. So this is one of those connections that you definitely met for a reason. And Spirit's kind of in the background helping it along. Spirit for group 1. What are their motives? What are their intentions? What are they trying to do? What's really going on their end? So we have getting to know each other. So they're definitely trying to open up. Oh, I love this. We have getting to know each other and forgiving and learning. So speaking of their past pain, they're trying to forgive that past pain and move past it so they don't soil their future. They do want an opportunity for real love. They want an opportunity to experience love again. So they're kind of working through and pushing through the things that they've been through. Getting to know each other, it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So the connection is deepening as they're sharing some things with you. So you may find that this person is much more talkative these days. It's like before maybe they were a closed book, and now it's kind of like you can't get them to quiet down for anything. So for some of you, you're getting to know each other because this person had been denying the soulmate connection in the sense that they wouldn't even approach, they wouldn't even communicate their interest, make any sort of bold move, make it happen. And for some of you, it's like, okay, this person has obviously been trying to skate around certain topics and keep it surface level, and they're deepening the connection by opening up about those things. Forgiving and learning says, as you release and heal from the past, you experience more love in the present moments. So they really do want to let go of past energy. They don't even want to think about it anymore. I don't feel like you know how they say like trauma is stored in the body? That's how this resonates with me. It doesn't feel like this person has an attachment to someone in the past where it's like, oh, I'm still hurt about something, or I want to be with that person. It just kind of feels like I've been kind of scared, you know, scared straight out of that situation. Like, okay, now I know the reality of being in love and I know the potential pitfalls that come with it. And I don't want to experience that ever again. Not the pitfalls, the love, fine. The pitfalls, no. But they've been evaluating, they've experienced some clarity, and they realize that you can't have the love without the other stuff potentially coming with it. It's just a risk, period. So they've kind of come into acceptance about that. And we have religious factors. It says your love life is being influenced by a religious upbringing or a spiritual path. So perhaps you guys are on different pages when it comes to like spirituality, and they're wanting to come to a common ground with that. This person could be religious versus you being spiritual, and they want to see like, okay, this is giving strong earth sign energy. They might have earth in their Venus, because that's such like a earth Venus thing to do, to want to make sure that everything perfectly aligns before proceeding. Besides Taurus, because Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet of love, harmony. So Taurus is more likely to make it work. But Virgo, oh, it's all in the details for Virgo. And same for Cap. Cap is not capping. Cap is not playing. Cap is like, I'm going to have to make sure this makes sense. So I feel like there may be some discrepancy in terms of your belief systems, and they want to get on the same page about that. See what it would look like to be together with that. And I keep hearing like, if we were to raise kids, I keep hearing that. So that would be their primary concern. I don't feel like they're concerned about, oh, are you going to be willing to go to church? I don't feel like it's anything like that. It's just more like, yeah, and they may be codependent. We got the codependency card that came up here. So this could be why they want to make extra sure. They could be the kind of person where it's like, once they attach, like they make super deep attachments. So before they attach to you, they're kind of making sure everything makes sense. Addictions are affecting your romantic life is what it says at the bottom of the card. The card kind of words it as if it's talking to you, but we're tapping into your situation, and energy is fluid anyway, so it can be vice versa. I definitely feel like this is on their end, but if you know like, oh no, I'm codependent as heck as well, then yeah, it'll apply to you as well. But I'm feeling this much more on their end. They feel like the kind of person where it's like they have my person. Like they just, now I'm seeing an image of like a kid with a stuffy. So they have their favorite stuffy, their favorite friend, their favorite person in the world, and they just attach to them. They could be a bit jealous. They don't like sharing. They don't like, no. They like to feel like they're the most important. They like to feel like they're the most close to their person, all that kind of stuff. They plan to make a move soon though, which is really good. We got the very soon card that came out. So they're deciding what they want. It says clearly decide what you want, so it comes to you now. So they're kind of getting themselves together, feeling like they're running out of time a bit, and kind of putting some pep in their step. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Yeah, they're still masking for sure. I could feel that, especially when I was tapping into that religious factors energy of them kind of trying to ask certain questions so they can get certain answers instead of coming to a common ground with you. That may be a part of their shadow side, or one of their like the negatives that comes with being in a relationship with this person. They don't always talk everything through. They kind of like, they may jump to assumptions or make their own conclusions based on what they observe. So just be mindful of that. This person has a tendency to kind of like collect information and then just take action accordingly. But that doesn't exactly leave space for compromise and co-creation. So just be mindful of that. Spirit, what are their next actions? What is their love offer? So they're offering long-term commitment. So looks like they're getting everything that they need. Yeah, we got the Ace of Wands here. So once they kind of set their sights, they're going for it fully. Once they decide I'm pursuing group one, they're pursuing you fully. Yeah, we got that Seven of Swords. So this person, they're still doing it in a way. I feel like this is the kind of person you gotta really kind of like give clear-cut boundaries to, because otherwise I feel like they try to have their cake and eat it too, in a sense. It's like Ace of Wands, I want to be with you, I want to pursue you, but Seven of Swords my way, and a way that's beneficial to me. I don't want to get hurt in this situation, or I don't want to lose in this situation. So they're really trying to get what's going to be the most comfortable for them out of this situation. They're going to go about it in a way that's comfortable to them. So I feel like this person will get out of their comfort zone in time. Yeah, Spirit is saying they're fully decided. We got the Moon reversed. They're fully decided that they want to move towards you, but it's just going to still be in their way. So Spirit is kind of giving you a gentle reminder that even when people set intention and they're ready, that doesn't completely change them as a person. So it's like, yeah, it's not going to be exactly like a fairy tale when this person is just so open and so loving and everything is perfect right away. You might have the winding path with this person, where they're a bit difficult or a bit iffy, a bit skittish even in the beginning, but just give it time. It'll blossom into something worthwhile. Big old stack that just flopped out. Yeah, and we got the King of Coins that came up, which is Earth energy. So that's how they're coming through. See, that's the thing about earth sign energy. It takes the longest to manifest to get to you, but it's also the longest lasting, perfect like life partner and husband energy. So this person, husband, wife, it's the King of Coins, but it could be a feminine and their masculine energy. This person is trying to offer, like, once they kind of set their sights and they decide, I want this, I don't feel like they're going to let go. They definitely have strong possessive tendencies. Ooh, I just heard take care of you. So this person has some secret underlying desires to take care. They're the kind of person that takes full responsibility. So it's like it has its positives, it has its negatives. It has its negatives in the sense that they like to take full responsibility. So it's like, okay, if they see that there's some inconsistencies between the two of you and you don't match up in certain areas, then they'll take full responsibility and just say, okay, I'll take myself out of this equation. But the positive aspect of this tendency or this habit, this side of them is, okay, if you are my partner, I'm going to fully take care of you and take responsibility for you. So I see you as like my problem or my responsibility, not problem, but my responsibility, etc. So giving strong provider energy. So listen, there's some positive, there's some negatives here. I feel like this person was meant to be in your path though. I feel like you were meant to come across this person. We got the Three of Cups and the Three of Wands. That is an energy of Three of Cups, you know, that's the fates, that's destiny. Three of Wands, that's the future. That's what's to come. That's the ships coming in. That's what's to be expected. That's your next journey in life. And Three of Cups is also a card of celebration, weddings, anniversaries, moving into new homes, parties. So I feel like everything's kind of coming together with you in some way. And we have the Queen of Wands here. Her thought bubble says boring. So you may have been very bored in your personal life and feeling like, okay, it's time for a change. You may have been kind of anticipating things kind of finally moving to the next space, and it just is like, when is it going to happen though? I've been kind of waiting, doing my thing, practicing all the self-love, you know, enjoying my friendships, all of that, but I am ready. And I see it finally coming together for you. So just be patient. We got the Five of Cups and the Six of Wands reversed. You're not going to have a perfect story with this person, to be honest. And I just feel like it's because they're conservative. Four of Coins with the Three of Swords. They're trying to hold back, but I feel like that'll be just in the beginning. This is going to be a love that blossoms throughout the years. They're going to be wanting to take it slow. As far as their approach, definitely more of a traditional approach. Not a talking every day kind of person, I really don't feel. they like to catch up when you're like at dinner, when you're together. They're not the kind of person that you kind of like send memes to all day, every day. You may not be either, showing up as the Queen of Wands, super boss type of energy, boss babe. You have your own life, your own excitements, and you've been looking for your person to just kind of complete that. And I see this person coming in. So yeah, there's some interesting nuances here to this connection. You may even find them to be kind of hard to read. Let's go from here. Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 1? Yeah, there's a true love, a real love opportunity coming in for you. We have the vanishing mirror with ego sublimation. So I feel like there may be a point of contention when it comes to what you expect love to look like versus what it's actually looking like for you, especially if you spend a lot of time on social media, or you're someone who likes romance movies, or, you know, you're into books. You know, the bar is set pretty high. So if it doesn't look like that, it may be hard for you to surrender, but this is an opportunity for true love. We got the cosmic womb here with the divine feminine. There's an energy of you potentially getting pregnant for some of you, starting a family. The cosmic womb in itself is just creation, creative energy. Sorry, I'm just getting over a cold, so I keep coughing. But we have the joyful muse with inspiration. So I feel like Spirit is really saying, like, allow yourself to be inspired by your life, your story, and allow yourself to experience what love is going to be for you. There's some challenges here. There's some differences, but they've been observing and they're feeling like you're the person they want to do this with. Yeah, we got the slow climb that came out here. It says you are getting there one steady step at a time with a little bit of effort. So one foot in front of the other is how Spirit is directing this. We have clear the path. It says embrace the journey ahead with an open heart, ready to discover and grow from the revelations to come. This may be a good time to kind of clear up your social media and to disengage with certain posts, or like different apps have don't want to see this kind of content. Hitting that whenever you see that relationship content, maybe taking a break. I know it's easier said than done, okay, because that's your entertainment, but taking a break from reading as many, you know, kind of romance books and whatnot, and just kind of taking like a week or so to purge so that you can experience what it'll be for you. Unbiased, without expectations. We have revelations await. It says embrace the mystery, embark on a journey of discovery, and watch as the secrets unveil before you. So yeah, definitely divinely guided. We have the 3 of Cups, the 2 of Cups here, 3 of Wands, definitely some signs leaning towards the future, leaning towards destiny. And that will be revealed while you're in this connection. So I guess it's about surrendering to the connection first. That's what I got for you, group 1. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the Rhodonite Crystal Point and the Santa Muerte Tarot, this is your reading. Tapping in. We shall see for you. What is T? Who is going to be offering you a long-term relationship? Their thoughts about you, feelings, intentions, motives, next moves. We'll get all of that, Spirit, for group 2 with the Rhodonite. Please show us who's going to be offering group 2 a long-term relationship. This may have been right away. This may have been someone you had to wait for, or someone who's been waiting for you. I'm getting a strong right person, wrong time energy with this right off the bat. It seems like the both of you have been kind of going through your own paths, but you've been mirroring each other a lot. Whether this is someone who you're aware of yet or not, it's like your lives have been parallel to some degree. We got the soul tie card here. So this could be someone that you had dealt with once, someone who you developed a soul tie with as you were younger. This could even be a really freaky situation where it's like you had one really deep kind of life-changing experience when you were younger with the person at camp, at a church group, at an event, like something like really weird, a one-off. But you've still been connected with that person since then, especially if they've been coming in your mind, your dreams, anything like that recently. Yeah, you guys are getting closer to meeting in the physical. So this could be someone who you've always had, a friendship with online. Like say you've been like friends on Facebook or something like that. You don't even use your Facebook, but you've been friends on Facebook for years. Say, you've been in the same friend group, but it's like they've been in a relationship, then you've been in a relationship, then you've been tied up with work, then they went off to school. Then it's like, it feels strongly like one of those situations. Some of you deal with this person in the 3D. Some of you, it's been more of a connection where it's like you guys have been mirroring each other in terms of like your personal paths, but you haven't exactly been connected in the physical. So let's see what else we got here. Well, we do have the excitement card. We also have time here. So time has played a factor. Like I said in the beginning of the spread, I was getting a strong energy of like right person, wrong time. So I see you guys finally meeting, finally connecting, and things finally coming together after a long period of separation. Yeah, it just kind of feels weird. I'm like, it feels very soul tie. It feels very soulmates. It feels strongly like that because of the mysterious kind of aspect of this reading. I'm now seeing the color purple, not the movie, not the book, but like the literal color purple I'm seeing. That may be one of your favorite colors or significant in some way. We have isolation and addictions here. So it's like you guys have been on your own personal paths, dealing with your own things. You've been isolated, not really connecting in the 3D. There's been separation. One of you or both of you may be embarrassed to share your deepest, darkest moments with someone that may feel too vulnerable, or that could just be a thing on one of your end where it's like, okay, I don't really want someone to see me when I'm sad or when I'm going through it, or even when I'm happy. Someone may have like an extreme fear of vulnerability to the extent that even when they're super happy, they find it kind of cringe. It's like they can't even be happy and excited. So they don't like to see, they don't like other people to see them in this way. So I feel like an extreme fear of vulnerability has kind of taken over one of you or both of you, and it's kept you guys from connecting as well. But definitely some addiction things you've been dealing with, maybe codependency, maybe it's addictions to places, habits, or substances. And we have thoughts and arrogance here. So this person, so say you guys met a long time ago and you've always been connected like on social media, but you've never really like been in each other's DMs or something like that. This person thinks about you quite a bit. You'll show up in their dreams and whatnot. And because of their own arrogance, they feel like, well, if they felt something too, if group 2 felt something as well, the phone works both ways. They could reach out to me kind of thing. We have the control card that has just come out here. Maybe there's been an addiction to control. So with the thoughts card, they had to work through that. Both of you guys have been working on yourselves. And then we have end all be all. So I would say that mysterious kind of element, that element of mystery is kind of coming to a head here. And I see you guys, I wouldn't even say realizing, but being shown by the universe why you met in the first place. Spirit for group 2. What is going on in this connection? So this person is offering group 2 long-term relationship. I'm so curious how this is coming together after so long. I mean, there's been periods of time like, yeah, it could be both of you, but I feel like it's really on their end. Like we have the chemistry card here. There's a strong magnetic attraction here is what it says at the bottom of the card. And then we have unrequited love and worth waiting for. So I feel like one or both of you felt the natural chemistry, felt the natural pull towards each other. The chemistry card says that it's more magnetic. So perhaps your chemistry was always natural, didn't have to be forced. You just got along. You just understood each other. You just connected. It kind of feels like a battle between the head and the heart even. But then we have unrequited love. It says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So I feel like you had cycles and phases where you really liked this person, you felt drawn to them and attracted to them, and vice versa. And then you've had times and phases where it's like, ooh, I would not want to date this person, da 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 da. And I feel like that's because you've been mirroring each other or going through your own life path and, you know, kind of throwing yourself into other relationships and feeling obsessed with those partners. And then as those relationships turned out to be lessons, or you've just kind of grown away from those people, then this person would come back into your mind again. It feels like you've always been on this person's mind and they've always been on your mind. Worth waiting for says divine timing is at work in your love life. Now, for those of you who have never met this person, because I do feel like there's a group of you and that's the case in this pile, I feel like this person may show up in your dreams, or they may be used to show up in your dreams, but it's like those almost like super vivid dreams where it's like you can feel it. And it's like when you're out of relationships, you may feel this intense longing for someone you've never met. You pull on this soul tie. For me, it almost feels like a past life love situation by the way you guys can feel each other when you're not around each other, by the way you can feel and connect with each other. It's like, it's kind of freaky. We have religious factors. It says your love life is being influenced by a religious upbringing or a spiritual path. So I feel like that's ultimately what's kept you guys together. Your spiritual past, the things that you were meant to learn in this life. I don't think spirit wanted you guys to learn things through each other because I feel like it could be very toxic, especially with arrogance, isolation, addictions. Like these are really big things that clash really badly. If someone always wants to isolate, but they want to be in a relationship, that can feel like you're just pouring into an empty cup. When someone has addictions or different things that they're fighting against, it can be so hard, like, it can hurt your heart so bad to care for someone who's having their own life struggle and it feels like you can't do anything to help. And then when someone's an arrogant a-hole, that's its own battle. So it's like, regardless of what trait belongs to you, what trait belongs to this person, or what traits you share, that would have been a disaster. So I feel like spirit never intended for you guys to work through these things with each other because it would have been way too like inflammatory. And if these are their struggles, all their struggles, but you have your own struggles, how do you feel like that would match up to these persons? Like, would it have been a disaster? Like if you have codependency issues, we do have codependency at the bottom of the deck. So say you're super codependent. How is that going to work with someone who's super isolative, if that's even a word? Someone who loves isolation. It could really be a mess. So we have playfulness here. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine is what it says at the bottom of this card. You may be coming out of hermit mode, coming into a place where you're ready to get started again. You may have gone through a breakup maybe a year ago or some months ago, and you're finally feeling ready to kind of get back out there. You've released that person or done a cord cutting and ready to kind of, we got the release your ex card that came up. So spirit is suggesting it, which is the first time I got something like that in the spread. It always kind of felt like spirit didn't want to push you towards this person because of how inflammatory it can be. But now we have release your ex. So there's a little bit of a push now back to each other. The time has come to clear your energy is what it says at the bottom of the card. So you may find Spirit kind of really pushing you to heal, or bringing different books into your consciousness, into your awareness, different things that you could do that would promote your healing, promote you to move forward. We have love yourself first and forgiving and learning. So it seems like Spirit is trying to push you into not a hot girl, hot boy era, but not exactly a healing era either. But yeah, that too. We got forgiving and learning that came out. But really just enjoying your life, recapturing playfulness. Love yourself first says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Forgiving and learning says as you released and heal from the past, you experience more love in the present moments. This person is coming into your life soon. Bottom of the deck, we got the Four of Wands, marriage energy, new home energy. So I feel like this is coming back together. Spirit, how is this coming together? This just doesn't feel like the basic love reading where it's like, okay, what's their next moves? It feels like Spirit is kind of leading you together. I don't know that you guys could take action towards each other with all you've been through, if I'm being honest. Like, you may be super jaded, like, okay, if someone wants me, they're going to have to prove it. And this person has gone through their own, like, isolation and healing and worked through that. So they may be in a space where it's like, okay, I want to live life. I want to value my friendships. I want to create a beautiful home, or I want to become a home owner. Like, it feels like both of you guys have kind of deprioritized relationships where at least you're not chasing it. So two people who aren't chasing, it's like the only other option is to fall in love organically. It doesn't feel like this person sees you and they're like, oh yeah, I'm so healthy, I'm healed, I'm ready to pursue you. It feels like it'd have to be motivated by the universe, or it'd have to be a very natural coming together. Spirit, how is this coming together? Four of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles. Perhaps you'll meet this person through a job. I will say though, the first time you guys connect, it will be under romantic intentions, with the intent perhaps to marry, with that Four of Wands coming back out. It was sitting at the bottom of the deck. You may end up reconnecting to this person through a job. We got the Two of Swords reversed. Perhaps you'll reconnect by revisiting your hometown. Also, Two of Swords reversed can be about setting intention, because Two of Swords upright is more about kind of being left in the dark, Spirit being in the lead. So with that showing up reverse, that would actually mean like more of illumination, you having a new lease on life, you having a reinvigorated purpose. So the more you lean into your purpose, the more you lean into playfulness, what feels good to you, what feels exciting, what you feel passionate about, the closer you will be to this person. Yeah, we got the Six of Pentacles reversed. This is coming in rather quickly here. Something you've been kind of holding back on though. We got the Ten of Cups. So another card talking about like, yeah, this is going to be a romantic connection kind of right away. I don't really see this as you guys starting off as friends and blossoming into more. I would say the closest you'll have to that is those of you who end up reconnecting to this person or connecting for the first time with this person through job. Then that would kind of make sense, because it's like, okay, it's your coworker, not a dating app. So like, of course, you're not going to just, and vice versa, but you're not going to pounce. But we have the Chariot reversed and the Three of Pentacles reversed. Listen, group 2, you better plant those seeds. Look what he's doing. Let me flip this over so you can see. He's watering his garden. This would be a good time to do some shadow work. This would be a good time to take action on Chariot reverse, that project that you put down. And it doesn't even have to be like a major life goal or career goal. It could literally be that project, that art project, that home improvement project. You never know how you'll meet this person. You can meet them at a home improvement store. I actually use that as an example at some point in this reading, like, oh, this person could be into home improvement. This person could be into like fixing up their house and da-da-da. So that could very much so be the in. But we have the Six of Pentacles. So time is on your side with this one. Time is running out in the sense that you guys are likely meeting each other in the very near future. We have the Ace of Swords and the Six of Pentacles here. Or sorry, this was the Nine of Pentacles. I always get this confused because the 6 and the 9s in this deck look exactly the same in terms of the numbers. But we have the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords kind of lets me know, like, once this person sees you or once you see them, you guys are going to kind of start talking right away, talking consistently. Really, like, no time has passed. There's a very strong attraction towards each other from jump, right in the beginning. And I see them investing into this connection. I see them, you know what, now, with that being the Nine of Pentacles reversed, that actually makes so much more sense, because now I'm starting to feel like this is a little bit conditional in the sense that there is something that you are meant to start that's going to connect you with this person. With that Three of Pentacles reversed, Chariot reversed, whatever spirit is leading you to, and I would work on strengthening your intuition at this time, your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, even your solar plexus chakra. You can listen to like crown chakra, solar plexus, third eye chakra healing music as you sleep. Easiest way to strengthen those chakras. Frequency is open, basically kind of like just walks right into the subconscious without an invitation, because there's no rejection of words or phrases. It's just frequency. So it goes right in. Very powerful manifestation when you're using frequency. But yeah, I see this person investing in you, investing into this relationship as much as they can. With that Ace of Swords, it's like once you reconnect, this person isn't letting you go. Pull from this one. Spirit, what does group 2 need to know? We have making a connection and intense flirtation. So it looks like once you guys are coming together, you're coming together quite flirty, having a good time. I feel like this was, especially with End All Be All that came out before, this was the person it was kind of always supposed to be. And neither of you knew it. We do have talking in circles and building interest. So I feel like it's going to be a bumpy road for you guys in the sense that you've worked through some things. Talking in circles can mean that you guys are constantly finding yourself in the same position because you're trying to fight the intense flirtation and the interest that's building. When both of you have finally kind of let go of the idea of love or a happily ever after, or things kind of working together like coming together like a storybook, and then you kind of get this storybook love that feels really intense and exciting. It's like there's an energy of fighting it a bit. We got the Seed of Potential. That's the second card coming out with this seed symbolism here. I would definitely follow through on where Spirit is leading you. It says, plant the seed of potential and nourish its sprouting promise with attention and care. Freaky. Freaky how accurate. With that Three of Pentacles before coming out reverse, talking about an avoidance or Chariot reverse, just kind of wanting to chill, going through so much in romance that it's like, okay, now I just want to chill. But Spirit's like, you definitely want to plant that seed. We have carried away. It says, let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of the romantic moment. So I see things getting fun and exciting. I definitely see, and that's the thing, like, not everything happens in perfect time, to be honest, especially when you're dealing with other people in their own life paths. We have fast progress. It says, move forward with swift precision and do what must be done now. Okay, you guys get it. Like, the cards are all saying the same thing. Now they're talking about taking action and fast progress. So things are moving rather quickly. You guys are going to be connected rather quickly. And there's definitely a crossroads here where you could meet. Perhaps if you don't meet at this crossroads, things will kind of be pushed back even further, which is cool if you need more time to heal and you know that you need more time to kind of get yourself prepared. But if you do feel like you're ready now, I would definitely plant those seeds. That's what I got for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Pythia Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see who will offer you a long-term relationship, their thoughts, their intentions, motives, next moves. We'll get all of that. We got the 3 of Wands, things finally moving forward for you, which is exciting. You looking towards the future. So you may be my pile that's like, new. Let's not talk about the past. Well, listen, I can't control what comes up, okay? But let's try to focus on the new then. We'll see, though, who's going to be offering you a long-term relationship. You don't got to accept the offer, okay? But we'll see who's going to be offering you that. Spirit, for group 3. Group 3 with the sodalite. So this person has been trying to hide their affections to you. I can definitely say that right away. But they're falling for you for sure. We got back and forth here, so it seems like you guys have good banter, good rapport. This seems to be someone who you have a back and forth with to some degree. Not really giving karmic at this point, because we have the investigation card. So this person is still getting to know you. They don't know you on a super deep, intimate level. Though you may have shared a kiss with this person or had a couple of nights or one night with this person. For me, that really feels like the max that it could go with the investigation card still being here. They're still trying to figure you out and learning things about you. So this doesn't feel like someone you know. This isn't giving X here. We got the masks card, and then we have love vibes. So this person has been masking for sure, trying to hide their true emotions, their true feelings, their intentions, their thoughts. And I feel like you guys have been kind of chipping away at the block, like going forward, having really good conversation, and then you kind of pull back, you focus back on work or whatever you have going on in life. Responsibilities or something comes up or a customer comes in, if you guys like literally work together, and then things kind of cool down and then you meet again and it happens again. Let's see. This does seem to be someone you have back and forth with, though, someone you have flirtation with, someone who's excited about you, and they've been doing their own investigation, and it seems like they're ready to take things to the next level. We have clarity and invitation. So they're at the point where it's like, okay, I feel like I know you. I feel like I understand you. And I feel like I understand what this is. And I'm wanting to pursue that. They weren't completely sold before. They weren't completely sure you were meant to move forward or be in a relationship. But now with the invitation card, it looks like their next move towards you is to invite you out. To invite you to something or somewhere. To include you, I just heard as well. You guys both may be huge flirts as well, because we have lust and mirror and misaligned. So it seems like you guys may have this person. I feel like you're a bit too alike in the sense that you may match energy. You may be really big on matching energy. It's like, all right, you're going to flirt with me, I'm going to flirt with you. Oh, you're going to pull back, I'm going to pull back too. I'm not going to be sitting at home crying about you. I'm not going to be thinking about you all day. We're not doing that. It's like, okay, if we're flirting, we're flirting. If we're not, we're not. And I'm cool either way. You want to even be like hot and cold, and you want to give me the cold shoulder. Okay, I'll give you one colder. Like, you guys may be exactly alike, but I feel like that's really with the flirtation. This person, I feel like they're a huge flirt and they're used to being like the bad girl, the bad boy, but they definitely go towards like good girls, good boys, people who are not going to break their heart. They definitely go for like the soft person, the kind person, the genuine person, the nice guy, the nice girl. They definitely go for that because they do not want to be hurt. Not at all. And I feel like you mirror this person and it kind of spooks them a bit because it's like, ooh, this person seems a lot like me. It's like, we may be a bit too alike. Like, they're a huge flirt as well. So I don't know that I could be in a relationship with them because I'm scared I might get hurt. So we have dangerously and we have frenemy. Bottom of dangerously says in love. So this person is willing to take a risk. This person is wanting to move forward. But they were scared quite a bit, and they may have even, bit you a little bit, but you bit back with that matching energy. So it's like, if they try to get an attitude with you or they try to make you feel away, you're like, listen, I'm not the one to play with. F around and find out. If you're looking for a problem, you definitely found it here. I'm not the person you can pick on or the person you can take out your frustrations with. You need to work that within yourself. So it kind of threw them off how you're able to speak up for yourself, or how if they stop acting right, you will just completely deflect and turn your attention elsewhere. You're not going to chase. You're not going to do the most. You're not going to force it. That may have really like thrown them and made them feel like, wait, so you don't really care, or like what? It just kind of confused them. So we got the wake-up call and optimism here. At the end of the day, they're wanting to move forward. I feel like there was some fear here for sure at a certain point with this person, but they've had a wake-up call, and I feel like Spirit has just been like, listen, this is what you do to other people. This is your divine mirror. You're looking at yourself. So if you want to move forward, you're going to have to be vulnerable just like you expect everyone else to be. But instead of being vulnerable, they just look for people who are vulnerable. Not vulnerable in the sense that they're in a vulnerable position, but vulnerable in the sense that they go for like kind, loving, or innocent kind of people. So it's like, Spirit's like, okay, so what are you going to do when you have attraction towards someone who isn't going to give you that pass? What are you going to do when you have attraction towards someone who, is matching your energy? They're the same as you. What are you going to do? We have let go of control issues and make the effort. So Spirit is saying, listen, this is a match here. You have attraction towards this person. So continue to take a step forward without fear. And that's just it. Let go of control issues. It says allow the situation to unfold naturally. So Spirit is definitely guiding them to bet on their heart and take a risk. Make the effort says great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. So their next moves is definitely going to be to invite you to some sort of event. If there's any event or anything that they've been invited to, they'll be inviting you to that. And if not an event, they'll be inviting you out. Three of Wands is just like an energy of moving forward regardless of what way that is. So they're going to be leveling up the connection. Say you guys only talk at work. Three of Wands is progression. So it's like, okay, you guys are now talking outside of work. They're giving you their number or asking for your number or your snap or whatever the kids are communicating on these days. I don't know. We have it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, which of course is love. So Spirit is like, listen, this is a safe bet for you, but this is a mirror. So you get what you give. So Spirit is like, listen, as long as you're, handling things correctly, as long as you're being genuine, you will get that reflected back to you. So quite the challenge here. And this is vice versa. Like, say you're being called to make the effort. Say you're being called to get out of your comfort zone and pursue them or take action towards them. Maybe you kind of have a certain way you like to do things. Say you only like people who are in their like super strong hyper masculine energy that pursue you or talk to you first. Spirit's like, well, I'm calling you to talk to this person first. Are you going to get in your own way and miss out on love, or are you going to proceed? Typically, you kind of just wait for people to come to you. Are you going to go to them, or are you going to miss out? So with the mirroring energy, it doesn't just apply to you or them. It applies to both of you. So both of you will be kind of called out of your comfort zone in different ways. And I do feel like there's a purpose to the connection. I feel like you guys will really support each other with some familial healing. We have it says healing family issues. And it says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So perhaps both of you have some resentment towards your parents or your upbringing, and you will be assisting each other and healing each other through that as well. Yeah, we got the deception card. Another card talking about masking. We had the mask card that came out from the first deck, and then we got deception coming up from this deck. It says someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, and I really feel like that's the both of you, especially with you mirroring each other. So this is going to be a challenge for you to get into. I feel like the relationship itself can be very good, but I feel like the challenge is coming from the both of you kind of getting, triggered by each other and having to work through that. But aside from that, everything feels really good. I feel like you guys may make things harder than they are due to your past experiences, due to your beliefs and the way you would like things to go. But you're kind of being initiated into reality, like what it's really like to experience love versus the idea of love. So there's a bit of a challenge there. We have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So I see you guys sharing things with each other that you haven't shared with other people before, having really deep conversations and connecting in a super intimate kind of way that you haven't really been able to connect with another person. Spirit, what's their thoughts? What's their intentions? What do they want to come of this? They definitely want control. We got the Seven of Swords. Dang, we got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Oh, wow. That is just so telling. That is just so telling. Queen of Pentacles. So Pentacles in itself is earth energy. It's the slowest moving in the tarot deck. It talks about very slow progression and building a solid foundation. This is their underlying energy. Queen of Pentacles. This is what they want. But we have the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Queen of Wands is a spicy bit, okay? Aries energy. She's spicy, she caliente, she has friends, she has her own life, she has fun. That's reversed. Then we have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is very emotional, very vulnerable. But that's reversed as well. They would rather build this connection going super, super, super slow. Taking your time. And with the Three of Wands and the Seven of Swords at their pace in their way. They don't really want to compromise, not going to lie. We have the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So Spirit is kind of putting them through the ringer. You may have like a baddie aesthetic as well because the Pythia Tarot is based on Greek mythology. So a lot of the court cards have different gods and goddesses associated with them. And the Knight of Swords is Perseus, the slayer of Medusa. And as you can see, there's Medusa's head, and Medusa's in the background here with the head chopped off. As we know, Medusa, her gaze turned folks into stone. It's just so telling if you really get into the symbology of everything. This person doesn't want you to gaze their way and have complete control over them or turn them into stone. Seven of Swords, Three of Wands, they want things to move forward, but Seven of Swords, while they're able to have their cake and eat it too. Seven of Swords, they want to be able to move in their own way. They want to be able to have an attitude if they have an attitude. They want to be able to mask and whatnot. And honestly, Queen of Cups reversed, they don't want you to be super emotional and vulnerable. They don't really want to be emotional and vulnerable, even though that's what Spirit's leading them to do. Queen of Wands reversed, They don't want you to be super spicy and hot and attractive and get a lot of attention and potentially make them feel scared to lose you. They do not want to be vulnerable. Queen of Pentacles, they want you to be like that Eve archetype. Not the Lilith archetype, the Eve archetype that was made from Adam. Not her own person, her own full universe, but flesh and bone of Adam. That traditional, a trad wife, basically. Or a trad hubby, whatever. Okay? They want all that neediness or emotional kind of like vulnerability that comes with the Queen of Cups. They don't want that. And they really don't want that spicy, sassy, speaks up for yourself, knows yourself, confidence that comes with the Queen of Wands. We got the Devil here. If they're left to their own devices, honestly, they would probably, I won't say do you wrong, but definitely not, they would definitely move in a way that serves them mostly. Their thoughts, their intentions are to get the most out of the situation with the least amount of vulnerability. I won't say the least amount of effort, just because this person does like to have fun. The Devil card can also be a card of like leaning into vices and things like that. So this person could even potentially get you off track, you know, not showing up to work on time. Oh, let's do a quickie before, da, da, da. Okay, this is someone you have to be you have to have strong boundaries with, because they could easily get you kind of on a adjacent path. We have the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords. They want to tame you, straight up. They want to tame you. They want you to be theirs. They want to slay you. They want to have you. They want to own you. But like in a way that's very self-serving. Spirit. Dang, then we got the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I love this deck. The artistry is just so cool. So amazing. Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. We got the Page of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles reversed. I'm going to be honest, they don't really intend to put all that work in. Page of Swords is Achilles. We already know what's up with Achilles. He got that Achilles heel. You are their vulnerability. You are their vulnerability, Group 3. They don't want you to know that, and they don't want that to be true, but you are their vulnerability. Another card talking about your gravitational pull towards each other. We got the gravitation card. You're attracted to each other like magnets. We got just being nice and winning. This person wants it to be everything other than what it is. They want to convince you that they're not as into you as they are. They're masking so freaking hard. And slowly but surely they're opening up, but they may be a little bit of an a-hole in the beginning, because we have falling in love and lost in the sauce. So they're falling for you, period, point blank. But they're crashing out as they're trying to move forward. They can see themselves. They're hyper aware of themselves. They're so aware of themselves. And they can see just how vulnerable they're becoming when it comes to you. They can see how you're pulling them out of their comfort zone and making them want to be with you. We have being honest and opening up. So Spirit may have really been initiating you into setting firm boundaries and also communication. Calling this person out is going to be a non-negotiable. I'm sorry, Group 3. So if you have a blocked throat chakra, listen to some throat chakra healing music every night while you're sleeping, because that needs to be addressed as quickly as possible. This kind of person, you have to call them out and let them know that you see them. You have to call them out on their behavior. And then you have to take it a step further and take action based on what you're seeing. So strengthen that solar plexus too. So you have the confidence to leave, to walk away. So you have the confidence to put them on thin ice. So you have the confidence to stop talking to them when they call your bluff. We have courting and winning. So it's like they want to court you, they want to date you. And also courting is a specific form of dating. Courting is dating for marriage. So this person wants to date you. They want to have something serious with you. They've done a lot of work, but they're still having some trouble. So on your end, Spirit is calling you to not make it easy for this person, not surrender to this person and be in your feminine energy. No, this is the time where you really want to be in your masculine, because you got to call it out and put them on thin ice. We have clear the path. It says embrace the journey ahead with an open heart, ready to discover and grow from the revelations to come. This is going to be a major relationship, not to be dramatic, but that will likely kind of change the course of your life. A lot to be learned and experienced through this person, but also, yeah, we literally have the New Worlds card here. So I'm not being dramatic. It says there are many more things for you to discover. Don't give up. Stepping into a new world here. We have igniting creation. It says harness innovation, fuel imagination, and witness manifestations as answers unfold in your journey of discovery. So for a lot of you, this is a manifestation. This is something that you asked for, and now it's here, and it's time to be vulnerable. And it's like you wanted the manifestation, but you wanted it specifically in your way. Spirit's like, all right, well, here's what you've been asking for, but that doesn't mean it's going to go. I mean, you're dealing with a conscious being. Oof, this is going to be a lot, but I feel like high rewards here. That's what I have for you, Group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 4 with the green zebra stone and the mermaid tarot, this is your reading. Tapping in to see who will offer you a long-term relationship, their thoughts, intentions, motives, next moves. Spirit for Group 4 with the green zebra stone. Please show us for Group 4. Who is offering them a long-term relationship? Someone is very obsessed over you. I can definitely tell you that. We have the reunion card that showed up, but we also have the past life card that showed up as well. So I'm going to see if these are two different energies. But we have reunion, possessive, and playa. So there is someone who's an F-boy and F-girl, someone who's typically a player, someone who's used to having their own way. Now I'm hearing Boy's a Liar by Pink Panther. She says, the boy's a liar, the boy's a player, okay? So you could be dealing with someone like that, someone who is truly a player, but maybe they mask a bit and they try to act like they're not, you know? Maybe they're very charismatic, so they kind of get a pass. They get away with certain behavior, certain things, but I feel like you've been figuring them out. So we have the reunion card, definitely an energy of someone of the past coming in. This person is quite possessive over you. They feel like they have a sense of ownership over you. They're having a hard time letting you go. They're not used to having to let people go. Now we also got confessions and reciprocity here. So there's someone who's confessing their feelings to you that really likes you. And with the reciprocity card, I do see that you are open to dating this person. This is so crazy because I've only got one energy for, I'm pretty sure, all the other piles today. But this deck always is just like, I always get multiple energies with this deck. It just always happens. But only for you today, mysteriously, getting multiple energies. So we have confessions and reciprocity. There's another person in your energy who's going to be expressing their romantic feelings for you and admitting that, listen, I've had feelings for you for a while, admitting that the feelings that they have for you are bubbling over and they're wanting and ready to explore it. But I also feel a lot of people in your energy, and I feel like that's why you're getting kind of multiple options to date even, because we have the fantasy card here. So a lot of people fantasize about you. If you feel like people have been staring at you lately, but you're not used to people staring at you, so it's like something you don't kind of naturally believe or experience, no, I can validate that 100%. I feel like you're picking up on the vibes. If you've been sensing that and feeling that and experiencing that, and it seems like, man, people are staring. People seem to want to like have conversations with me. People are joking. You could be out and about, like literally just kind of waiting in line to buy your groceries, and it's like people are wanting to joke with you or have little conversations and whatnot. Yeah, I'm picking up on that too. You're super magnetic right now. We do have the imperfections card that did come out, but I feel like you're embracing them. You've embraced your imperfections, and it's not something that you're allowing to kind of hold you back. And I feel like that's the reason why you're attracting a bunch of energy towards you, because it's like, okay, you're coming across as a fantasy. You may be dressing more like yourself, looking more like yourself, the version of you that you want to be. So if you're truly an extrovert, you're not toning yourself down anymore. You're changing your hairstyles, changing your, your clothes, your aesthetics, and you're not worried about, ugh, what if people see me the next day and I look like a totally different person? You're allowing yourself to be that. You're not trying to present yourself as wife material, husband material, the perfect partner. You're allowing yourself to embrace who you are. Or if you've always been the kind of person who's like baddie energy, showing a lot of skin, you may be kind of feeling like, okay, but that doesn't really feel like me. That doesn't really resonate with me. I want to be more simple. Whereas before you may have like kind of tricked yourself and said like, I don't want to be basic. I don't want to seem like everybody else. No, I have to be extra, da 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 da. And it's like now you're just embracing who you really are. You're wearing what you really want to wear. You're saying what you really want to say. You're sharing your beliefs and you're not hiding it anymore. Interestingly enough, though, you may be spending more time with yourself, because if you've experienced like any backlash with being expressive about who you really are, if you've experienced people not being able to take that, yeah, your confidence has gone up drastically. You're feeling more like yourself. You're feeling alive again. And then we have the Destiny card here. Wow. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you guys. I feel like Destiny definitely belongs to past life. Past life love connections are infamous for being kind of destined. It's like you end up finding each other whether you're looking or not. It comes through. So it's kind of like, ready or not, literally, here it comes. So things are going to be heating up for you, and I'm very excited for you because it's all a result of your own personal confidence. You've been working on yourself, you've been aligning yourself with your highest truth, and it's paying off big time. All right, so there's a couple people in your energy. There's this player that's going to be offering you a long-term relationship. They're wanting a reunion. There's a past life lover that you're destined to meet in the near future. And there's someone who's confessing to you. And then other than that, a bunch of people in your energy as a result of this change in confidence. So I'm like, ugh, you're going to be able to take your pick. We have codependency. And then we have true love here. Night and day energies. I feel like this definitely belongs to the player. The truth is they're codependent. They come across as they're super confident. They come across as someone who always does what they want to do. But the reality is they need you. I'm hearing Needed Me by Rihanna. You needed me. You needed me. And even when you think about that dynamic, between like her and Drake. Drake needed a Rihanna. Don't you see Riri right next to me? Needed a Rihanna to feel like he was that guy. So a lot of people, regardless of their own stardom, outside of their own fame, charisma, notoriety, and their attraction, They need other people to amplify it. They need yes men, yes women around them to confirm every moment of the day, yes, you're that guy. They need fans. They're nothing without them. They do. They need that confirmation. Otherwise, they're just speaking into the void and essentially unimportant. They need an audience. They need a fan base. They need people watching, following, engaging. They need a partner, a strong partner that other people will respect, that other people will see and be like, yeah, you made it or you got it. Needed Me by Rihanna keeps playing. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So with that Destiny card, true love definitely belongs there. Spirit, can you tell us about reciprocity? We have chemistry. Okay, so this is going to be another nice option. See, the thing about past life is a lot of times when you meet past life lovers, you'll have that love at first sight kind of experience because it's like your soul recognizes this person, like you've already met and experienced this person in other lifetimes, in other forms. So it's typically much more pulling, like from a heart space. You automatically feel connected to them, drawn to them, etc. But you have chemistry with this person showing up with this reciprocity. Don't sleep on that. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. Is what it says at the bottom of chemistry. So this connection with this person that's confessing their feelings to you is nothing to sleep on. Definitely worth kind of seeing where it goes. I do see Spirit kind of telling you to make the effort and to get out of your comfort zone and to entertain people. When you have all these love offers coming in, it can kind of feel like, oh, it's always going to be this way. But if it wasn't always this way before, I would say definitely lean into this. Even if you feel like it came too soon, even if you don't feel exactly ready, I would say still lean into it because this is what we have available at this time. We have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take, is what it says at the bottom of that one. So Spirit is saying you're confident, you're feeling it yourself, and you have a lot of good options coming here now. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. I mean, I feel like this little reunion with this possessive player is definitely frowned upon by the universe. I don't feel like Spirit is telling you like to entertain them. Let's see. Spirit, what is their love offer? What are their next moves? What are their intentions? What are their intentions? Their next moves. What is their love offer? Well, we got the Page of Cups, so they do know that they have to invest something into you, into this connection for it to work out. Page of Cups is the lowest of the court cards in terms of like, you have the Page, then the Knight, then the King and the Queen in tarot, and then you have like the Emperor and the Empress, which would be the major arcana. So the Page is at it's the very first one. It's the lowest evolution. So nothing major, not King of Cups or Queen of Cups. Like I'm offering you a long-term relationship, but Page of Cups is like I'm offering you conversation, and even taking you on a date is more Knight of Cups. But they are trying to get back in communication. So they're going to be hitting you up, whether that's on social media and your inbox, or if they have your number, hitting you up there. Wow, we got the Emperor that came up and the Two of Cups. Wow, there could be a soulmate connection here. We got the Six of Pentacles reversed though. So perhaps there was a soulmate denial at some point in this connection. You may have picked up on that as well. The reality is this person is codependent. It kind of depends. I feel like this person has a soft spot in your heart. Even with that Page of Cups, for whatever reason, it's almost giving me like golden retriever energy, where it's like even though you're clumsy and you come in the house and you dirty it up all muddy, or you come in the house and you break my things, I still have a soft spot for you because you're my golden retriever. You're my pet. So it's like, yeah, I don't exactly get mad or hold grudges when you break things. Or I see your value because I love you, Two of Cups. Six of Pentacles reverse, even though you cause me more problems than good. I feel like you have a soft spot in your heart for this person. And also, this Emperor energy seems very detached, almost like it's giving a strong father energy. Their father may be really getting on them, communicating or asking about you if you met their father. This could be their uncle, their mentor, a masculine in their life, or it could even be spirit. Definitely not their energy. But there is some very commanding force in their life telling them to move towards you. I feel like spirit is trying to tell them, you're going to lose this person. You're going to lose group 4. You need to take action or you're going to lose them altogether. What is their intention? Ay, ay, ay. This person doesn't feel like they... Yeah. We have the Hangman reverse and the Strength card. Ironically, I was hearing Needed Me by Rihanna because this person doesn't feel like they do. They don't feel like they need you or anyone for that matter. They may be kind of stuck in a mind state where it's like, all I need is myself. All I have is myself. We have the 9 of Pentacles reversed, the Hangman reversed, and the Strength card. So they're really not trying to invest too much into this connection. And I feel like even though Spirit is like, listen, this is the best it's going to get for you, Spirit, on the other hand, is telling you that this is definitely not the best you could get. And I don't think you should wait for them. But you have a soft spot for them. So I feel like there's definitely going to be a reunion for sure. But I feel like you guys are going to end up trying again. Spirit, how about this true love, destiny energy? Let me set some intention. For this true love connection, what are their intentions, their next moves? Their motives. We got the Lovers reversed, and we had the past life card that came up before. We got the Justice card and the 8 of Pentacles. You guys may have had some sort of tragic ending in your past life. I'm seeing royalty. If you really feel called to shows that are based on royalty, I'm hearing Bridgerton. I've actually never even watched that show, but I'm hearing that and seeing that. So that's definitely a message for somebody. I didn't even watch the show. I'm also seeing Reign. It's R-E-I-G-N. I did watch maybe one season of that show years ago. It used to be on Netflix. I don't think it's on there anymore. Maybe it is. That was another one of those type of shows. If you find yourself very drawn to like royalty though, from any pantheon, even like Egyptian royalty, I feel like you may be tapping into a past life. A past life specifically with this person where Lovers reversed, things didn't work out. But with the 8 of Pentacles and the Justice card, you're given another opportunity for things to kind of come together. We have the 2 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Wands. They've been looking for you for a long time. They couldn't find you. I feel like you're being revealed to each other in divine timing. Typically, the 2 of Swords depicts someone with like a blindfold over their eyes. So being that this is a very powerful connection and you guys have even reached like a sense of royalty or status in a past life, Spirit can kind of keep you guys away from each other a lot of the time because of how sidetracked you can get from your personal path, your personal journey and mission on earth through each other. A very powerful connection here, true love connection here, but it's giving the strong Romeo and Juliet kind of vibe as well, where there's underlying tragedy to some degree. Knight of Wands, they have been waiting for you. They have a fire burning for you. If they get their hands on you, they're not going to let go. They're offering you forever, life partnership, loyalty, royalty. They will give you anything. Spirit, how about this person who's confessing their feelings to group 4 that they have this reciprocity with, that they have chemistry with? What are their intentions? their intentions, their next moves. We got the Nine of Swords reversed. And the Hermit, oh my goodness. They want to take you off the map, okay? They want to keep you in the house. Nine of Swords reversed. They want to heal you. They want to love you. They want to... I'm hearing Search and Rescue by Drake. They want to keep you close. Seven of Swords reversed. This person is like, listen, I would never hurt you. Moon in reverse. I don't want to confuse you. World card. I just want to love you and I want it to be us. So they're quite convinced that you are their person. I don't know why I'm getting this dynamic of like the nerd and the popular chick, the popular guy is giving a little bit of that energy here where this person, they may not have the best self-esteem. They may feel like, yeah, we got the Queen of Swords reversed at the bottom of the deck. They may feel like you could kind of chew them up and spit them out, but they still want to try. And they want you, and it's like they can't help it. Spirit, what advice can you give to group 4? What's going to happen? We have Ignite Ambition. It says, pursue desires with drive and face consequences bravely. Keep an open mind. Answers reveal your journey. You guys, I feel like whatever path you take, it's going to satisfy you in some way. Even with this person who's possessive and a player. Ooh. We got hurtful events. As you endure this period, learn not to dwell on the past so it won't anchor you down. So maybe not. We have the Pathfinder. It says, trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. So I feel like your intuition is leading you down the path that's right for you. Take your time. The advice I really feel is to take your time. Don't allow anyone to push you into a relationship, even this person that has all this reciprocity. Because really, they're no better than anyone else. They're trying to kind of rush you into a connection with them as well and, you know, kind of keep you in the house and take you off the map, and not in a scary kind of way, but like, you know, they're trying to lock it down as well. Take your time to think by yourself. Take some time to think about what you really want in this next chapter. There's a lot of people interested in you, fantasizing about you, thinking about you. So take some time to really decide what you want and then move forward. Don't allow anyone to, you know, convince you into anything. That's what I got for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.